Hi, I'm Danielle, and I spent my 20 hours project on planning a wedding while on a budget. Growing up, I always loved helping my mom plan for our family parties. Those include our annual Christmas party, birthdays, wine dinners, and even giving my opinion about decorations for my cousin's wedding. After seeing my mom have an eye for design and decorating, I was able to pick up a few tricks here and there. Over the past 5 years, we have thrown 4 summer birthdays and 1 wedding at our summer home. In the past, when I invite friends to our summer parties, I have to warn them by saying our parties are more like weddings, minus the bride and groom. There's a cocktail hour, followed by a reception and a tent with dinner, drinks, and dancing. Over the past couple years, my family has been able to make connections with different caterers, rental companies, photographers, bands, and so on. And these connections make it easier for them to know what we are looking for. Even though every party celebrates something different, my mom and I always find different ways to decorate. Research shows that in the 1950s and 60s, the average age of people getting married was in their 20s. Since then, the age has slowly gone up, making the average age between the years of 2000 and now roughly 26. Another study goes deeper and finds out why millennials are likely to get married later than older generations. One being that 29% feel that they aren't financially stable to get married. 26% are too young to settle down, and the other 26% feel like they haven't found the right person who possesses the qualities for them. This past summer, one of my brothers and I tried to convince my mom to throw another party to celebrate his birthday. She then asked me how much I thought it cost to put a party like that together. Once I threw out a number, she laughed and said, no, a lot more. Based off of what I would want on my own wedding and what we get at our parties, I looked into how much weddings truly cost and ways to cut down on those costs, not only to help me, but the 29% of millennials who feel like they aren't financially stable to tie them up. After doing hours of research, I was able to find over 30 different ways to help cut down costs, and I have chosen a couple different ways to talk about. The first is to avoid the guest list bloat. Even though it's tempting to invite all your friends and families, sometimes it's not the best idea. When inviting everyone you know, the additional costs begin to add up, causing the guest list to become out of control. In order to help save money, try to cut down your list by 20%. Eliminate those you don't see very often or you aren't as close with, even if you feel obligated to invite them. If you're still feeling guilty about leaving friends and family out, have a small, quiet ceremony and throw a low-key dinner party down the road where you can invite more than that. Number 2, try and go minimal with the flowers and bouquets. Flowers can be expensive at times, especially when it comes to creating bouquets for the bride and her bridesmaids. Not only to mention making boutonnieres for the men. One way to cut down costs on something like this is to arrange a small bouquet for the bride and have each of the women carry a single flower or very small arrangement. If you decide on your venue to be in a family member's backyard, ask if you can cut your own flowers and personalize each bouquet with each member of the bridal party. When hiring people to provide the different services at the reception, such as musicians, DJs, or florists, caterers, photographers, offer to advertise for them with the option to reduce rate in exchange. Start over. When hiring people to provide the different services at the reception, such as musicians and DJs or florists, caterers, and photographers, offer to advertise for them with the option to get a reduced rate in exchange. This could give the musicians, florists, caterers, and photographers a way to get their name out to the guests and expand their name. Thank you for watching. I'm Danielle Merriam, and have a lovely day.